guys, welcome to the new video. Today is Thursday, which means that I'm training back and chest. Not a bad day. I have my pre-workout meal ready. 2 tortillas, 4 eggs, 4 slices of cheese. It's a little bit later in the day. It's 11:38 because I ran out of tortillas, so I had to go to store, and then I had to cook it and stuff. So it took a little bit longer, but it's okay. So I'm going to eat this tortilla. I'm going to grab a Monster, go drink it somewhere. It's very hot outside, so I don't know how long I'm going to stay outside, but I'm going to try to be on the sun a little bit, or at least walk. And yeah, I still have to call to that part-time job because yesterday they didn't answer, so I have to call them if I can come and make a deal, or how to say. By the way, from my last video when I said that like random tiredness hit me, hopefully I have to knock on wood, hopefully I'm not going to be sick, because I had cold in that night, and the same thing happened which happened like 2 weeks ago or maybe 3 weeks ago. I was just shaking from cold under blanket, and then I was sweating, and I woke up at maybe 2 or 3 a.m. and I couldn't fall back asleep until maybe 6 a.m. So that's what happened from Tuesday on Wednesday, and from yesterday to today I had a little bit better sleep, but I still my head hurts a little bit. So I don't know how it's going to be at the gym, but going to try. So yeah, I'm going to eat this and see you then. They just called me from the part-time job. I have to find another one or another 2 ones just to make sure, because I need at least something stable, you know, that it's unstable, because they know, for example, just one day ahead if they're going to have work or no. So the job continues, job of searching part-time job. Today's choice is Ultra Strawberry Dreams. Cheers. It's so hot, there is no way that I'm going to sit on the sun. I just have to walk, drink it, and go back home. I'm already at home. I'm just packing stuff. I have last juice. By the way, I think I'm going to stop drinking the juice, because I mean, it's 100 grams of sugar and my skin is feeling it, because I have some, even here, some pimples, which I don't usually have, but I don't have that much sugar, or at least that's what I think. Maybe even it's from all of that Ben and Jerry, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop. I don't know, I just will see, because sometimes I feel like it's just making me tired at the gym. I'm going to figure it out somehow, but yeah. So I can't forget what. I'm just going to pack stuff. I have shoes, camera, and I think that's it. So I'm going to teleport myself to the gym and see you there.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe
scared that I'm going to feel sick, but honestly I don't know what's going on, but it's going so good that I'm enjoying every rep, I'm enjoying every second that I'm here, and it's going very good. I improved on pull-ups 2 reps, on wide grip rows I improved I think 3 reps, and here on one-handed leg pulls I just managed the weight. I mean last time I did 42.5 kilos poses for 10, but I know I was cheating a little bit, so I just kept the weight and I did 10 I think better reps than last time, so I'm very happy about the progress. And just one more set here, then chest, and it's done. So just let's continue in the flow. And today my father called me again. I mean I had just unanswered call notification, but this time I didn't let it to get into my head, and I actually feel good.
You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are. Oh.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
I came home, I already ate banana, and what I'm trying to do is to focus on one thing, because for example, when I come home from the gym and I eat banana, while I'm eating that banana I'm editing, I don't know, stories or something, and then I'm eating it for 20 minutes and the stories and the editing takes longer as well. So today, I mean, I was editing and eating but not as much, so yeah, I edited some things, I ate banana, and I was like, I'm going to eat my post-workout, I'm going to cook my post-workout meal, but I have only this much of cream of rice. So I have to go to store and I'm going to buy oats because I don't have any cream of rice, and it's just better option for me right now because it's cheaper and it has more fiber. So at least I'm going to be healthier and have some more fiber. I don't know how it's going to be my post-workout meal. Hopefully it's going to digest good, and yeah. So I'm going to the store and I have to buy pasta also because I'm running out of it. So it's already 4:23 p.m. I had one meal, but I was posing and finally I'm not as embarrassed of myself as I was because I was just chunky again. Now I'm not as chunky. I'm not the leanest, but it's somewhere in the middle. I mean, just few few grams down, or maybe kilo, 2 kilos, and it's going to look good and I'm going to feel better. And by the way, for the first time maybe in my lifting career, I did 50 kilos dumbbells for 10 reps. I was cheating, I know I was cheating, but just that feeling that I did 10 reps, it's really good. And today I improved almost on everything, you know. Maybe that's another side of it, that I was just force eating, you know, those 400 grams of pasta at night. Then my sleep was worse, then my performance at the gym was worse, and overall it only did bad things, you know. So that's why big surplus isn't always a good option. I mean, I know that, but I thought that the calories I was eating are just slight surplus, or maybe around my maintenance. I guess it wasn't, or maybe it was, I don't know. I mean, my weight went up and then it stayed the same, so it was somewhere there, but I didn't feel as good. So I'm going to lose a little bit of weight and I'm going to try to maintain it there. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say, that my performance were better at the gym. I felt better, I actually wanted to be at the gym, and I made progress on, I think, every exercise today. I was cheating on few, but just for peace of my head, I made progress, you know. You know, some people are flexing money, I'm flexing gold. There is a chance that I'm going to come back in the evening. Okay, so I bought 2 kilos of pasta, which I have for some time, and 1.5 kilos of oats. So I'm going to mix the leftover cream of rice, and the rest I'm going to just fill with oats. So it's going to be 120 grams. So I don't know how it's going to taste, because when I was making oats I was doing them in microwave. I think I've never done like oats in pot, so it's going to be my first time, I think. Maybe once I did it, but I don't even remember it. So I'm going to cook it and see you. Okay, so it's 5 p.m. I took a shower. It's still warm. This is how it looks. In prep I would do anything for this, but now I already had tastes when I was like cleaning the spoon, and it wasn't the best. It's maybe like that because I combined oats with cream of rice, I don't know, but it's not the best. But I'm going to eat it. It's already 8 p.m. and I have still some work to do. I have to make shorts, I want to make IG post, and send some job applications, cook meal, eat meal, and if I have time I would love to go to that park again, because that's just like, honestly, that's probably the best part of my day. Just being in a park and be somewhere near nature and don't think about anything. That's probably it. 7:20 p.m. I have my third meal ready. In all together it's 300 grams of raw-weighted chicken, 250 grams of raw-weighted pasta, and 15 grams of olive oil, and I split it in by 2 meals, 2 portions. So yeah, I'm going to eat it now. Still have to send some job applications. I already finished shorts, and that's all I have to do, I guess. I wanted to make some IG reel, but I I just look trash there, and I don't know why, but I have like more acne here, which I didn't have. I've never had acne on my stomach, and I have here. I don't know, maybe because I shaved, but still. And I mean, I don't know. In my head, it was looking better, and my facial expressions are on point. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to make from it, make from that. Maybe I'm going to, I don't know, maybe something. But yeah, I'm going to eat this now. I'm not even that hungry because I ate those oats, but it's good. Look what I learned. God of calisthenics. It's my new go-to drink when I go to the park because those 2 days ago I almost passed out. And Twister, game changer, game changer. It's almost, I think it's 8 p.m. now, so I'm going to be there at maybe 8:30. So I cannot be there very long, but you know, at least something, at least some time at the nature. And these days it's getting dark late, so and I just have to eat the second portion of that meal, and I already sent one part-time job application, so I'm going to search for another one. And well, that's it for today. This wasn't the smartest time management because it's already, I think, 8:50 p.m. So I can be here only maybe 30 minutes, and I have to go back because because from here to home it's longer than I expected. It's, I think, 40 minutes to 45. So yeah, and I drank this. It's not as good as the one which I had yesterday. Yesterday I had pink one. I'm not sure about the flavor, but it was good. So I'm just going to sip on this. My head is spinning now. I'm going to sip on this. I'm going to do like one circle around the whole park. That's what I have been doing lately. And I'm going to find some bench and sit there and chill there. So that's the plan, to get some steps in and find a chilling spot, or spot where I can chill, not a chilling spot. Yesterday I was laying on this, like, what is it, a bench, and I was just watching sky. It was so nice. But today I just want to find some other place because there are some people, and I want to do the whole circle just to do some more steps. And yeah, and I just read a message from AJ. AJ is my second subscriber on this channel, or at least the second one who was commenting and stuff. And in previous video I was talking about my father, how is my relationship with him, and he said that he has the same type of father, and it just makes me feel like somebody understands me, you know, because sometimes when I just feel like I'm rude to him, or sometimes when I feel like I can maybe heal him or just show him how he can change. I mean, I know it will never work. And when I hear something like this where I just feel like I'm not the only one, it just makes me feel better. So just wanted to thank you, AJ, for watching my videos, and I'm happy that I'm not the only one with such a family problem. This is the perfect weather for being somewhere near the water and just time to time jump into water, to have some fire next to you, what is that word called? Not grill, but making food on that fire. It would be so nice, but not yet. And by the way, I never want it to look like playing victim when I'm talking about my family, but yeah, that's the point. I'm just sharing my current situation, and I don't want to hear that somebody is sorry or other stuff. I mean, it is how it is, and I'm just talking about it, openly. I'm already sitting on the bench, and I just randomly remembered when I already talked about the topic that I was at the gym once. It was here in Prague already. It was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he called me. I picked up. He was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm at the gym." And instead of saying, "Okay, call me back when you're not going to be busy or anything," he was just like, "Sorry for bothering," and I don't know. I mean, I still called with him for like 10 minutes, which I wouldn't do with anybody, because I would just tell him that, or tell anybody that I'm at the gym, I'm working out, I'm going to call you when I can. But I was on the phone with him, and he was the whole time just feeling sorry for stuff, and which, by the way, most of them were his actions and consequences of them. So he felt sorry for that, and he doesn't even see himself as problem. I mean, he didn't treat my mom right. He was drinking and stuff, and one time when I said this to him, he blamed everybody else but not him. Everybody else but not him, and I just don't understand why. But anyway, I was at the gym. He called me, I answered, and then he was just like, "Sorry for bothering." And how can you even say something like this to somebody? Why are you like playing not wanted, or I don't know how to call it, so hard? Like, why does it need to be just the whole world? I would love to be on the phone with him. I would love to see him. I mean, some random people know me more than my own father, and how am I supposed to call with him then? Back then, when I was in Martin, one older guy, he was talking to me all the time when I was at the gym. He is, I think, 50 years old, and I swear to God, he was like, I talked to him maybe 20 times in my life, maybe 30, and I had like more father feeling from him than my own father, because he was genuinely asking about stuff. I told him that I want to move to Prague, and I said that I don't have apartment yet and stuff, and he said that he's going to try to help me. And he called someone who he knows here in Prague, if he or she, I think it was she, if she has some apartment available. She said yeah, she said no. Then the next time when he saw me at the gym, he said he tried, but she doesn't have any available. But at least he tried, and then he told me what I plan here, what I'm going to do, how I imagine it here and everything. And that's maybe when I realized that the relationship with my father is not how it maybe should be. Why should I try to save him when he doesn't want to save himself? My mom tried, I tried, everybody tried, but he doesn't want that help. He just wants to feel how he feels, and it just plays good to his hand when somebody is not answering, because it's just proving that he's right, in his mind. It's just adding to that victim state, and it's not even in my power to help him, because I tried many times. And when we had logical argument, which was draining my energy, I already said most of my arguments. We got to the corner when there was no other option just to say that I'm right, and he said some bullshit that didn't even make sense, but so bullshit that I was like, I literally put my phone away, and I started like, I didn't even understand how we can connect that in his head. He was again feeling sorry that, I don't know, something with health. And I said, because he's drinking all the time, I said, isn't it because of drinking? And he said, how many people are, I don't know, doing sports, eating healthy, and they die in their 40s and stuff like this. I got some arguments and stuff, and then his argument was, And what about that guy who fell from the roof? This was literally it, from totally random statement, from talking about health to some random guy who fell from the roof. He just needs to find every bad situation and just confirms his state of mind. And by the way, this is something what I haven't told anybody. Like, not a single person knows this stuff. Maybe that one friend here from Prague knows some stuff, but I mean, I think I talk about it with him, but not in depth, I mean, I haven't talked about it in depth here neither, but it would be a long story to say everything, and I don't even know if what I said makes sense. If not, never mind. Don't listen to it twice, because it was just stupid things, but I just wanted to talk it out, and I guess just that's it. I just wanted to talk it out. The part which I feel most sad about is that, time to time he sends me money and stuff. Not anymore, but for example, for my birthday, I think birthday, name day, and Christmas. This Christmas I didn't accept it. I gave it to my sister, and I think for him is the type of love which he's like giving to me, and I don't know if I should just accept it in that way, or I don't know sometimes. And I feel very sorry, because he's my father, but what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do when strange people know me more than him? I don't know. But what I remember, one time in my lifetime, I heard that he's proud of me. I don't know when it was, but I heard it in my voice memos that for the first time in my life, my father said that he's proud of me, and I don't know what occasion it was or something, but well, best time management. It's 10:40 p.m. and I just came home, so I still have to eat the rest of chicken and pasta. And I had some point in my head which I wanted to talk about, but I have full storage in this fucking iPhone, so it like cut me in half like 4 times, but I think I'm going to put it there. And the thing which I wanted to say is that I heard one time from my dad that he's proud of me. I don't remember in what occasion it was or what happened, but I have it in voice memos, and I don't know what I wanted to say by it, to be honest. Maybe that sometimes, if I had to put it percentage wide, like 0.5%, I feel like he loves me or he cares about me, and those 99.5 he's just playing victim and feel sorry for himself and for everything. And sometimes it's hard to let it go. Sometimes it's hard to not pick up, to not answer, and just I know that he's not going to be here forever, and with the lifestyle he's living, I don't know how long it's going to be. So every time I don't answer, I just I have in mind that this might be one of the last times when I see like the name father calling me, and sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's tough to say that is how it should be, because I have to accept him as he is. I have to accept those 99.5%, because that's what he really is, and those 0.5 I maybe can take that, I don't know how. Or maybe now I'm going to see those 99.5, and after some time I'm going to focus on those 0.5, because if I was in touch with him, I don't know where I would be. He never, that's what I can say, he never supported me, like never. Once I told him that It was after I graduated, and the question was if I'm going to college or no, and he was saying, Don't go to college, don't go to college, don't go to college," and stuff. And then I said what I have in mind. I didn't say that I want to do YouTube because he doesn't know what YouTube is. I just said I want to do videos from gym and I want to live from it, you know. And he said that there were many people like me, and then they got a reality check, and he like laughed, you know. And he said that I should go and be a police officer, and every time he called me he said go and study to be a policeman. And this is what I was listening to every single time when we were calling, every single time. And when I said no, I want to be this, I want to be this, even when I was personal trainer and I was making good money, he still was like be a policeman, be a policeman. And I don't understand why, you know. Even when I said that I'm going to be personal trainer before I had people, he was like, and what are you going to do when people are not going to have money for it? And I just never heard, you know, like you got this and everything is going to be okay. That's what I've never heard from him. Like never in my life. And yeah, even here, I mean, he doesn't know what I do here. He doesn't know. And if I told him that I left everything behind, that you know, I mean, he knows that I'm obviously not personal trainer. I just said that I'm living here off savings, which is true. But if he knew that I have to find part-time job and every other stuff, he would say that, you know, I fucked up and that I got a reality check. But I know that it's just for some time. That's the difference. That I know that it's only have to be like this for some time for something better to be later, and I cannot like skip this phase. But that's what he doesn't see. He only sees like that I left everything behind and I got a reality check. That's his point of view, and I cannot listen to it because if I listen to it, I would start to believe in it. And if I started to believe in it, it would maybe it wouldn't be a part-time job, but maybe it would be my lifetime job. That's why I cannot talk to him, you know, because it's impossible to have normal conversation. Even one time he called my mom, and it was after some call when I had arguments, and he said to my mom that I'm doing drugs. He said, I mean, the first 3 days here in Prague, it's true, and last 3 days in April were true with Michael. I mean, I don't even take marijuana as really hard drug, but I think he thought that I'm really doing some hard drugs. I don't know, cocaine or something. And you know, how am I supposed to feel when my own father, when my own father don't believe me? Like I remember when I was 14 or 15, and I came to visit him, and I like over weekend I slept there, and I was with my best friend. I was with my best friend hanging out until like I don't know, some hours in AM, maybe 3 a.m. or something. And before that I had like week of school when I had to wake up early in the morning, so I was already tired. Then I was from Friday to Saturday out with my friend, and then I just, you know, came home and I went to sleep. And he was waking me up at, I don't know, maybe 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and I was so tired that I was just falling back asleep, and I had red eyes from like when you wake up tired, you know. And he was looking at me like this, and he said, you was doing drugs. And I said, no, I wasn't. And he said, you was doing drugs. And he said it like 5 times, even though I wasn't. At the time, I think I drank already, but I didn't smoke or anything. I smoked first time when I was 17. So at the time I didn't do anything. And he didn't believe me. I said it like 5 times, and then I got tired of it, so I said, yes, I did cocaine. And he started laughing and said cocaine is too expensive. But just the fact that I could say whatever and he would never believe me, like whatever. And he doesn't even care that maybe I was tired from not sleeping enough or anything. He doesn't really care about it. He just had his own truth, that was that I did just some drugs, and that was it. This is what I feel always when he calls me, you know. I don't see those 0.5% when he actually said something nice. I just feel those 99.5 because it was the what I remember of him, you know. And that's why it's that's why it's so hard to answer him, because it feels like like Dementor from Harry Potter when he was sucking his energy. That's my father for me. It's sad, but it's true, you know. And I mean, I take it how it is. So it is how it is. I cannot change it. And maybe if you are from similar family or you have similar situation, you are not alone. That's what I wanted to say. You are not alone, and there are more people. Even I know there are more people who went through similar things. Because, for example, AJ texted me, my best friend had similar situation, and I know some people who had it similar. You know, my slight differences. For example, that my best friend from the place where I lived for those 10 years, his father, in the village there are like 1,000 people who live there, and it's like traditions that the guys are there alcoholics. I mean, there are some exceptions. For example, my grandpa, he's exception. I mean, he drinks time to time, but he's not an alcoholic, and most of those guys there, they are. And my best friend's father, he didn't even call him for his birthday, you know. He doesn't even know he exists, if I have to say it that way, which is, in some way it's worse than mine, in some way it is better than mine. But what I wanted to say is that there are many people who had similar problems, you know. And I read I think on Instagram a few days ago that, you know, I didn't ask to be on this world, you know. They created me, so why should I try to save them, or why should I try to heal their traumas when it was their job or his job? It's not my job to live my life just to heal his trauma, you know. So that's why I'm trying to apply. And honestly, I wish I could help him. I wish I could help him. If I'm going to have time for it and I'm going to have money for it, I want to help him. But right now I cannot, you know. I cannot help him unless I help myself. So that's what I'm focusing on, you know, right now. And even I read the whole message which AJ sent me, and at the end was, "You got this." And I felt what I haven't felt in a very long time, like the weight of my problems and everything was lighter, because just the phrase "you got this" like made it lighter, if it makes sense. That's what I think support is about, that the weight of your problems are divided, you know. They are not only on you. I guess I'm tired. I'm going to leave it here because it's going downhill a little bit. So I'm going to eat that, take a shower. I want to meditate. I didn't read today. I'm not going to lie, I didn't read. Wash dishes and hopefully go to sleep. So thank you guys for watching. You can leave a like at this video, you can subscribe, and as always, see you at the next one.